I got nothing else to say.
Doesn't it feel like something is about to happen?
So, Daria was actually talking to you, huh? I could barely get 2 words out of her. What did she say? Did she see anything?
You mean your witness over there? She's not sure yet.
How can she not be sure? Either she saw something or she didn't.
She's scared. She thinks she might be in danger. I told her she'll be fine and that whoever did this would be caught. I like to believe that's true.
Sure, so would I. But as you can see, the victim was like you, augmented. That makes things a little more complicated, eh? Being a cop in this city, it's not always about doing the right thing, or about doing things the right way.
I was a cop for 12 years. I know all about getting bad orders. The difference between what you're told to do and what you know is right.
Tell me about it. So, how did you reconcile yourself with those kinds of orders?
I quit.
I'm 2 months away from the beach. I'm not quitting. But I respect your idealism.
It was a long time ago. I work for Interpol now.
Interpol, huh? Listen, off the record, I've been told to forego any unnecessary investigation. I want you to know, it's not my idea of how things should be done.
Who told you to forego the investigation?
Men who spend more time making policies than arrests. They want the victim's husband, Johnny Gunn, ex-PMC operative. Heavily augmented.
All right. So if you're not comfortable with this, if you know things aren't being handled the way they should, why not do something about it?
I thought I just did. Just because my hands are tied doesn't mean Interpol can't conduct a parallel investigation. Crime scene's right over there, and Johnny lives just a couple of blocks from here.
I never said I was gonna work your case for you.
Sure you did. Isn't that more or less the promise you made your little friend over there? She won't talk to a cop because she doesn't trust us. Smart girl. Look, my orders are to arrest the husband. You take a look around. Get to Johnny before my guys do. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually learn something.
I'll let you know what I find.
Careful of the evidence.
Inter, who do they think they are?
Away from the crime scene, sir. Wish we could just shoot any hog we see.
I think he found something.
Just because Montag trusts him doesn't mean I do. Away from the crime scene, sir. Fuck walking this beat. Maybe tomorrow. Who'd you piss off to pull this duty?
Yeah, thought as much.
Can't believe we got stuck down here.
Pretty obvious what happened here.
Are you a journalist?
No, but she was. She had enemies.
I hear there's been a series of these.
That would drive that shit so far. No, this was old.
These assholes tried it.
Gruesome, isn't it?
Enjoying yourself, detective.
I want to help you with this case. To do that, I need a rundown of what you know already.
Help me, huh? You mean like being my subordinate?
I mean, like making sure we catch whoever's responsible.
Right. Well, I have a dead body, Angela Gunn. I have bureaucratic pressure to arrest the augmented husband, Johnny Gunn. I have a crime scene, and I have you.
All right, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
How long have you been a cop?
Too long. And of all the ways to go out, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean being assigned a case like this. It's HQ's little joke before sending me off to retirement. Oh, but don't worry about me, eh? I'm a survivor. I can make it through this.
This case is a joke to you?
I didn't say that. I said it's a joke to HQ. They know I haven't left my desk in years. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified. Just a little rusty.
You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an AUG. and that your bosses want him to go down.
I'll hold my guys off for as long as I can. But unless you can prove someone else killed Angela, or at the very least that Johnny didn't, I don't have much choice. That's why I'm trusting you to talk to him. Give me your honest opinion on what happened here.
Yeah. Why are you trusting me exactly?
Because you gave me the impression of being qualified. Because I'm big enough to admit that maybe I can use the help, and between you and me, because the thought of confronting a man like Johnny Gunn scares the shit out of me.
People hold a hell of a grudge against Hogs, ever since the incident.
Yes, and?
Well, good thing the cops here are such professionals. Part of being a police officer is treating everyone the same, right? Og or no Og.
It's not that simple, and you know it. A police force isn't some abstract ideal of what justice and law should be. It's an instrument of those in power. A reflection of the society it protects.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot of protection out there.
Well, that depends who you ask.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
Maybe Johnny wanted something to remember her by. Or maybe someone found a dead body and started cutting. There's a lot of scavengers around here. To them, taking an arm is like taking a wallet.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Needle, huh? In which shoulder?
The right shoulder, why?
It's probably nothing. I just remember this other cop, Smolinski. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone following in the footsteps of an old murderer named, Svobodka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. Some of the things you've been noticing, I'll be honest, they're starting to sound very familiar. Someone like you would probably say it's worth looking into.
And how would I do that?
Smolinski died in that police station bombing. If any of his files survived, they would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe Smolinski found something that can shed light on this mess.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
I have what I need for now. I should go.
Don't forget to question Daria. I don't want to keep her here forever.
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
No, I don't believe it.
dark.
Spolupráce s příslušníky. Pro svou vlastní bezpečnost dejte jejich pokynům.
Pochlady, like I am not a citizen here.
Nemůžu uvěřit, že trčíme tady.
Jup.
Who would even listen to that crap? They will understand we are doing this on their behalf.
Hope one of these hands and fucks tries something.
No. How are you? Wouldn't treat a dog like that.
Další. Jestli si ty hajzlové něco zkusej.
Who else would take care of it? No one is crazy enough to attack us.
Ne, kapitáne, jasně, máte pravdu. Hovado, debil.
Clear now, but I doubt it will stay that way forever.
Zůstaň na hlídce. Ježiš.
I'll quit, that's all.
Nemám ti co dalšího.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
You do not think they might try to fight back, do you?
Who would even listen to that crap?
Co chceš, abych ti dával hlášení každých pár minut?
Seems like we've scared everyone straight.
Aha. Užíváte si vyhlídku? Takhle jsme sem přišli o 2 roky později.
We're in this together. I'll stay alert. Do not worry.
Nemůžu uvěřit, že trčíme tady.
I'll quit, that's all.
Žádný přestupky, co by stály za zmínku.
been disorganized a few years back.
Nech to, nikoho to nezajímá.
I'll let you know if I see anything. Who else will take care of it?
We should head out for a quick break. Nothing will happen.
Jen pokračuj.
Wouldn't treat a dog like that.
Copy that.
Očekává se, že na seznam poboček přibude Ostrava, Olomouc, Zlín a Kladno. Korporátní banka Palisáda se sídlem v Praze je největší...
Hezký mě.
Seeing anything yet?
I tried. I couldn't. Lizzie said it.
Been waiting all day.
Just make it through this shift.
01100.
Oh, quit. That's all.
Doesn't hurt to be alone.
Что за хуйня?
This is a waste of time. No.
Where are you going? Bank have made addressing those concerns priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Shit!
Quit screwing around. And it's a pleasure to speak with you too, Eliza. These social justice warriors fail to see the bigger picture.
Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
The dead one. The one whose body they found torn apart by some animal.
She has a name, you know. Angie to those who knew her, Angela to you.
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
You don't seem too broken up about Angela's death. She was your wife, wasn't she?
Ex-wife. We were divorced.
Is that supposed to explain why you don't care?
People die. Whether or not I care is between me and my memories of them. It's got nothing to do with you.
What went wrong with your marriage? If you got divorced, then obviously something did.
What are you, 5? Adults get sick of each other. The ones that don't are just pretending. Lock any two people in a room, and they'll learn to hate each other sooner or later. It's the most natural thing in the world. I'm actually surprised Angie held out as long as she did. You know, people say I'm not very easy to like.
You don't say. So Angela left you, and you resented her for it.
Resented her? No. That's not who my resentment is directed toward right now.
You resent me? Because I'm trying to figure out who killed her?
Because you're treating me like a suspect. Because you're acting like you care more about her than I do. And mostly because you're the first human being to walk into my apartment and talk to me in almost a year. A year! And this is what we're talking about. I resent the situation.
Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket?
Yeah, so?
Let's just say I'm familiar with bell tower.
What does that mean? Familiar how?
I've gone up against them before. Seen a lot of them die.
Yeah, well, guess that makes 2 of us. I was in New South Wales. I saw my share of dead.
Australia? You were there during the Civil War?
That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first choice, believe me, but, Bell Tower wasn't all that big on choice. Send you where they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want. Anyway, that was a long time ago.
These sobriety chips belong to you, right?
Some version of me that believed he could stop drinking. Yes.
The name of this AA group, I've seen it before. It came up in an old police report I looked at recently. A member was murdered not long ago. An augmented girl. Just like Angela.
Small world. Don't know if you've heard, but things aren't going so well for us Augs. A lot of us like to drink.
Angela's murder has the same MO. I'm willing to bet they were committed by the same person. So I have 2 victims, and I have you connected to both.
You got nothing. Survive long enough, and people around you start dying. I'm not celebrating the fact, but don't come in here trying to make me feel guilty about it either. It's got nothing to do with me. It's been ages since I went to an AA meeting, and I don't know anything about a murdered girl.
You've had a hard time adjusting to life after Bell Tower.
No more than anyone else.
I'm sure you won't mind if I look around.
Whatever you say.
From Picus. Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we addressing those concerns, priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank.
Must be tripping.
Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Son of a bitch!
Around the clock, around the world. Picus News. Always watching. Because you are always watching. In part one of our two-part...
Hey, asshole! You can't go in there!
I am joined by the head of the Department of Sociology, Dr. Stansfield Christensen. It is a pleasure to speak with you, Doctor. Tell me, what do you feel the Human Restoration Act will achieve if it is passed?
Really need to be stolen around here. Nobody is to
Look out.
Oh, quit. That's all.
Policie vyšetřuje pohlavnou vraždou, která se dnes
City has gone to hell. Oh, quit. That's all.
Goddamn crank.
So you are certainly not wanting on this job. What if we're being watched right now? Never think about that. Yeah. Oyoko girls are apparently animals in bed. Never catch me trying.
Mohlo by se to rozšířit po celé Evropě.
Who else will take care of it?
City has gone to hell.
Who else will take care of it?
Clear on my end.
Tak tohle teda nešlo podle mě.
That's all.
My. Just make it through this shift.
Like I am not a citizen here.
Hello.
I thought it was around here somewhere. I've got nothing else to say.
Did it? By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this, the more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
This was the work of a harvester copycat. This isn't some domestic dispute gone horribly wrong. It's part of something bigger. Someone's out there pretending to be a dead serial killer.
I see you looked into that old case I pointed you toward.
The MO is a perfect match. I read the notes and I compared them to this murder. The two victims were killed by the same person, I'm sure of it.
All right, let's say that's true. That doesn't necessarily exclude Johnny. It just means he's killed more than one person.
I'm just telling you what I found.
No, you're interpreting what you found. Trying to sway my opinion. But if you really want to convince me of something, you need to keep talking.
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
Hey, rookie! Get over here! Time to...
Daria, are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet. Are there any leads?
I don't know who killed Angela Gunn, but I do know it wasn't an isolated case.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful. Keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Seemed to get warm. Just a little further. I want to make sure I wasn't followed. I think it is safe for us to talk here. Finally, together we can make Vlasta pay.
Vlasta, your husband. What's this about exactly? You said you have information.
Smuggling. Weapons. Drugs. Whores. You name it, darling. All of it is heading east. I have the address of the locker where everything is stored. And I have the code to get in. You will see for yourself. And then you will do what you think is best.
You want me to shut down your husband's smuggling operation? Why?
I agreed to sell out my husband in exchange for a new life. Vince and I were still negotiating the details. You are looking for Vince, trying to pick up his trail. I guess I am negotiating with you now.
All this sneaking around, exposing your husband's criminal activities. How much danger do you think you're in?
I don't know. I was scared waiting inside that damn club. Paranoid. But I think the worst is over. I'll be out of Prague within the hour and he'll never see me again. Assuming you can pay, of course.
How did you know to trust Vince with all this? What made you believe he can help?
I didn't know. Not for sure. All I knew is that very few are willing to stand up to men like my husband. I had heard that Vince Black was one of those men. But when he didn't show up to our meeting, I don't know what to think of him anymore. I put my faith in you now.
Do you know of any other ways to contact Vince? Or do you know anything that might explain why he didn't show up?
All I know is that Vince wanted information about my husband. And that my husband... Vlasta knew the name Vince Black. He cursed it often. I believe he feared Vince.
What else do I need to know about your husband?
Vlasta is like all young Diwali. You cannot argue with them. You cannot intimidate them. You cannot appeal to their heart. All he cares about is delivering on time. And chasing after women who are not his wife.
Is that why you want to get back at him? Because of something he's done to you?
I have no illusions about who I married. I knew he was ambitious, eager to please the wrong kinds of men. But I didn't think he would turn into this monster. I want him to test failure, to have to walk home with his tail between his legs.
If I get involved in this, there's a chance he might not walk home at all.
What you do with the information I sell you is up to you. All I care about now is starting over.
Alright, this information you have, how much do you want for it?
The price of a ticket to Berlin, with enough left over to start my new life. That is what Vince and I had agreed. They say Berlin is a good city for those wanting to be lost.
Here. The ticket's already been bought, open-ended. You leave when you want.
All right. Thank you. My husband owns a storage locker next to the Palisade Bank. The code is 2565. It is the centerpiece of his operation. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Delara, that Diwali op Vince was digging into? I've got the address of a smuggling locker he was looking for.
Huh, maybe he's still looking. Or maybe he found it some other way. This information, you came by it how exactly?
The informant Vince was supposed to meet. She agreed to work with me instead.
That doesn't surprise me. You're good at gaining people's trust, Adam. It's a rare skill.
Point is, I got a lead. I'll let you know what I find.
Pouze v případě nouze volejte 112. I have eaten. It's not slightly not equal.
že trčíme tam.
What a place.
Hezký město, že jo?
We should take it.
Worse than the beggars.
Who are you? What are you doing? Who are you? What are you doing here? If Vlasta sees you, he'll... Waiting alone was part of the deal.
Vlasta, huh? What kind of deal? Why are you locked up in here?
I don't know who you are or what you want, but me getting out of here is non-negotiable. You need to leave.
I got a tip about a Diwali smuggling operation being run through here. One that may or may not involve someone I'm looking for. And headed by your friend, Vlasta.
Vlasta is not my friend. He's a necessary evil. Are you some kind of cop? I know all about cops. The ones I met in Golem were very good at introducing themselves.
I'm not like them.
Look, I'm not from here. My name is Olivier. 5 months ago, I was pulled from a train. I didn't have a ticket. They checked my name and saw that in university years ago. I was part of a radical group. 50 students, we were nothing. But it is enough for them to drag me into Golem. Since then, I have spent every minute of every day trying to get out. And now that I'm close, you're not going to ruin it for me.
You're paying the Diwalis to be their cargo. There's got to be better ways of getting out of Prague.
Not legal ones. Not for me. Vlasta's my best shot of getting past the checkpoints. I got the rest of the money and now he's going to get me all the way to Rabia. I am not going back to Golem. Do you have any idea how bad it is?
Golem was hell. It is hell. I understand doing whatever it takes to get as far away as possible.
If you believe that, then you have to leave. I promised Vince I would follow the rules. If Vlasta finds you here, he'll get paranoid and call off our deal. And then he'll call Vince.
Vince? Vince Black? What's his role in all of this?
He's the one I had to pay to get to Vlasta.
You had to pay him where? When's the last time you saw him?
2 days ago, the basement of a convenience store in Davni Obvut. It was not far from the gates. That is all I know. Please, this is my ticket now. Do you understand? Promise me.
I came here to find out what happened to Vince Black. What else can you tell me about your dealings with him?
You pay these cops in Golem a lot of money and they get you to Vince's apartment. Then you pay Vince. Then Vlasta comes to pick up the cargo, so then you pay Vlasta. Vlasta and Vince, they had some kind of fight about money, about the location of this place. Vlasta's men blindfolded me and brought me here and told me to wait. It's Vlasta. Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Diwalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. is something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is that I won't be
let's
on
get this
any
shit
of
in the
them.
truck. I need to meet Katka at the club by 9.
Katka might have to wait.
Who sent you?
I'm just here to see my friend off, make sure she's in good hands. As long as I have no reason to worry about Olivier, you have no reason to worry about me.
See her off? This look like an airport lounge to you?
I didn't tell anyone. I swear.
Whatever you're going to do, Vlasta, do it quick.
I don't like surprises. When people break my terms, it makes me want to break things. Or maybe not break them, maybe strip them down. Sell them for parts.
You're a businessman running a business, Vlasta. Part of that business is built on getting people like Olivier out of places like Gollum, places like Prague. Only way for you to maintain your reputation here is to fulfill your agreement with her.
Wrong. My reputation is built on people not fucking with me. People not wasting my time. You should both be dead already. The only reason I'm holding back. You should both be dead.
The reason you haven't shot me yet is because you know gunfire will draw the attention of every cop in Prague. That's why we both need a way out of this that's quick and simple and quiet.
He's right, Vlasta.
Okay, so let's say I'm in a hurry, and that I'm not eager to attract the attention of the police. That doesn't mean I have to take Olivier with me, or that I have to let you walk out of here alive. There are quiet ways to kill a man.
Trust me, there's no quick and quiet way for you to take me out. Your only efficient solution is Olivier getting in the truck and me walking away. She won't be a problem because she gets what she wants, and I won't be a problem because I don't want to jeopardize her.
All right, we'll take Olivier to Rabia, like we promised. And I like the idea of never seeing you again. You walk away and you don't tell anybody about any of this. Because if anything goes wrong, if I regret this, she's the one who's going to pay for it.
For your sake. Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
So you decided? What we spoke of earlier?
Major client. Need to be cleaned up
In uniform, get booted fast!
Here we go.
Lasciami trovare il cagano. Yup.
What the place? See y'all.
Area quiet.
A goddamn clank.
Delara, I found Vince. You were right to have a bad feeling.
What are you saying, Adam? Is he...
Yeah.
He should have been pulled months ago. It's all over his profile. Vince lost his edge. A person tries to be two things at once, sometimes he ends up not being either of them. He becomes lost.
I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna let you be the one to break this to Miller.
Right. Of course. Be careful out there, Adam.
Already.
Should have stayed home.
Another one.
Have a permit.
Nice equipment.
Shit. Did you hear? Talos Rucker's dead.
I heard that somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool, right? Now we can get some real progress. He was making us look like wimps.
That's a little harsh, isn't it? Rucker didn't deserve what happened to him.
Something tells me our politics aren't the same, Jensen. Me, I think this whole martyr thing is exactly what we need. But, let's maybe focus on things we can agree on, huh? Like optimizing that crazy rig of yours. You got a calibrator for me or what?
You really think Rucker was the problem? That his death is somehow gonna make things better for Hogs?
I don't think he was the solution. We need a new leader. Someone a little less beardy, McFancy diploma. Someone who's gonna fight, you know? Stand up to some of these bullshit laws. You hear about the Human Restoration Act?
Yeah. If the restoration vote passes, I don't know that it's gonna matter very much who the leader is.
It's gonna be a government-mandated horror show is what it's gonna be. Men in white coats pulling out augmentations like they are teeth. Ugh. Anyway, speaking of medical horrors, you ready for me to fix you or what?
This procedure. There won't be any surprises like last time.
Last time I was surprised by your crazy tech. But now is totally different. Now I know what's under that hood of yours. And you got me the tool I need. Changes everything.
So what are you gonna do exactly?
I'm gonna optimize your system. No more worrying about overheating. No more worrying about glitches. Jensen 2.0. Sounds pretty good, right?
All right. Please, tell me this is what a neuroplasticity calibrator looks like.
That's the one! Okay, this won't take long, I promise. And don't worry, man, I never screw up 2 in a row. Spent a lot of time prepping for this one.
Just try not to take anything.
That wasn't so bad, right? How do you feel?
I feel fine. I feel lighter.
I fixed you. Death to all your limits. Whatever implant you want to activate, you activate. 0 consequences.
That sounds pretty good. Thanks, Kohler. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Just get out there and make me proud. Go make use of all that cool shit.
on the quick.
You're to dobry.
What can I get you? Beer? Something else?
What else have you got?
Oh, just an item of interest.
For someone who lives off of their sales, you're unusually reserved.
Well, sometimes it's hard to know who to trust, especially these days. For example, I don't suppose you have any neuropozyne you would be willing to spare, do you?
Sure, here you go.
Thank you. I can't tell you how much this means.
These are tough times. We all have to do what we can.
You understand? That's... You have no idea how many people just look the other way. But we can't afford to. Not Oggs, and not anyone else. What happens to one happens to all of us.
The neuropozyne isn't even for you, is it?
No, it's not. I'm what you might call a... Well, I think of myself as a Samaritan smuggler. I get things for people in need.
I'm glad I could help.
Listen, I can't let you leave without thanking you properly. I store a few supplies in the basement. The code to the door is 1015. Help yourself to what's down there.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Like you said, we all need to help each other. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Let's see those odds and ends you have for sale.
You can't go wrong with that.
I'm good for now.
As you wish.
Nemám ti co dalšího říct.
Who listens to that garbage? What today?
A customer, right? What do you want? Hypostims? Pick up a prescription? If you want Mikkel or the doctor, they're not here.
I'll be going.
Do what you want.
I think the police should have done more from the beginning.
Hey, you. We got multi-tools for sale inside.
In the mud?
Welcome, welcome.
Nice gear you've got here.
All high-end. And you look like you know high-end. Which biotech did your job? Not Isolate. They don't come in black.
You try this on all your customers?
Just the ones made of carbon fiber. As one enthusiast to another, you can tell me.
Gonna have to disappoint you.
Maybe you can make it up to me. You look like the kind of man who might have access to breach software.
That stuff's illegal.
Come on, man, don't play around. You know why it's illegal. You know the world governments don't want us to find out their dirty secrets. But we will, and you can help us. Be part of the revolution. Anyway, just think about it. All the details are in the computer. Want to have a look? To sell or to buy?
Sure.
Great. Go ahead. This is fantastic. The cause is very, very grateful. Take this. A gift for a true freedom fighter. That's not just a display. They're for sale.
I'm good for now.
Don't wait for planned obsolescence.
reached the owner?
Not yet.
Think he could have been inside the shop?
No, the fire department said the place was empty. Trucking hogs won't be happy until the whole city burns down.
More than a few around.
That's it. Then I'll get the tape. Just block it out.
Hello.
So you found the bomb maker, linked everything to Ark.
Not exactly.
Jesus, Jensen.
We did find the bomb maker. Allison Stanek, a local resident. We have her in custody now. But she told me she'd made dozens more bombs before we arrested her, and she delivered them to Viktor Marchenko.
So it was Ark?
A splinter faction inside Ark. I'm telling you, Miller, something more is going on here. Stanek told me Marchenko has a base of operations in the Swiss Alps, a research facility called Garm. That sound like something Ark has the resources for to you?
I'll contact McCready. Get him and a few analysts to work up a plan.
We need to move on this now. Chicane and I can fly there and back, get a lay of the land, while Mac and his team do the research.
Really? Got it all figured out in that clockwork head of yours. Oh, what the hell? I'm in.
You got enough fuel to get to Switzerland?
To get us there, sure.
Fine, do it. But this is recon only. Do not engage. Contact me the minute you have something.
Yes, sir.
You've proven yourself so far on this one, Jensen. Don't screw it up.
Copy that. Miller's not used to giving compliments, is he?
He's getting static from the brass. They're starting to riot in Gollum over that shit with Rucker. I'm sure he doesn't blame you. Much. Anymore.
And what do you think?
I think tracking that bomb maker was some fine work. If the intel you got from her stands true, Gollum City will be the least of our problems. So what do you say we go find out how deep in it we are, right? You all set?
When we first talked, you told me that your limp kept you honest. That's an interesting way of looking at an injury.
Your preamble's as thin as soup, man. Don't dance around it, just ask it.
I'm only curious. We've all got a story.
No, that's not it. What you really want to know is, do I hate him? The man that tore out my knee. His name was Lachlan Beats. He was a laborer. Worked in the mines up near Bendigo before everything went to hell. Beats was a family man who did what he thought he had to do in order to provide for his family. See, back then, nobody could compete with you Oggs when it came to manual labor jobs. So, he made a choice, if you can call it that.
And his choice changed your life. You don't resent Beats for what happened?
What I resent are the men who coaxed men like him to get augmentations, men who enforced a system where the rich could buy artificial expertise without thinking about what it would cost all of us in the end. No, I don't resent him. At least not anymore. I was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Story of my life. So look, on that sunshiny note, what do you say we put some miles behind us?
Hey, when we get to the Alps, we could get into some action. Are you ready for that?
Why? Because I've been flying hack for the last few years. That's the thing about us naturals, Jensen. We never rust. Look, I've been doing this a long time. Been in my share of shit too. Always managed to pull myself out of it.
Fair enough. Just don't leave without me.
Hey, listen up. I know we're not exactly pals, and I know I can be an asshole. But I'm not a fucking asshole. In fact, I'm offended you'd even say something like that.
That's not what I meant.
I'm just messing with you, Jensen. You ready?
Not quite. Let me take care of some things first.
You know where I'll be. You're all set now.
Yeah, fire it up.
Gum just popped up on radar. I'll keep us beyond visual range and engage DRFM jamming. Scan the facility from the air with...
Negative. I'm gonna find out what's being planned. I gotta get inside.
Crazy? We have no way of knowing what's in there.
I'm tired of flying this limousine around. Did you say you wanted to get back in the action?
Fine. I'm not setting us down.
Access granted.
You really must avoid taking those wrong turns. A little taste, so at the end you understand what you're interfering with.
Give my regards to Talos.
I thought there'd be more blood. You said Rocker was covered in it.
Rocker had more meat in him than this one. Maybe that's the difference.
But you're sure he'll die?
The Orchid has no mercy. His end will come. It will be slow, and it will be painful. Just time enough for a man to think on his sins.
Yeah. If he found us, it means the facility is compromised. We should move out.
No. We were warned that this one was coming. We have time before they start searching for him.
If you are certain, what about your friends from Ark?
Those fools have outlived their usefulness. Let them drink a little more, then dose them with more. Don't do bodies with this one. Enough of this dead weight. You carry him now. This is as far as I go.
You're flying back to Prague?
I need to meet with those Diwali pigs. Get them to accelerate the timeline so our shipment clears customs immediately.
They will want more money.
Smugglers always want more money. The Diwali won't get it.
So the men and I should stay here and proceed as planned?
Brown confirmed everything with Picos last night. Date and time.
End of the line for you, friend.
Chicane, come in. How long have I been out? Alex, it's me. I need help.
Finally! Been trying to raise you ever since you blew off the bank. Where the hell are you?
The Swiss Alps. Research facility called GARM. Walked into an ambush. I can't raise TF-29's pilot.
The Swiss Alps? Fuck, man, it's gonna take time to scrounge up a VTOL. What happened?
They were waiting for me when I got here. Marchenko and the Gold Mask mercs from Dubai.
Jesus. You gotta get out of there. Look, stay low, find an exit and... Well, I'll get back to you when I've got a plan.
And I'll keep trying to raise my pilot. These guys think I'm dead, Alex. Maybe I can take advantage of that. Have a peek around. Moving the crane.
Yeah, I can see that. Why?
Because the last person to use this didn't follow proper safety precautions. You almost had a ton of ice fall on someone's head.
Shit! Is it safe now?
Yeah, should be fine. I just finished testing everything when you started shouting at me.
Okay, well, thanks.
Don't mention it.
long time to comply.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
People think that money keeps them safe. See? UV protection. We don't need that with it. The iodine tablets can go directly to the secondary. My elbow's a little stiff. I'll get that looked at before we land.
Lord, soup nuggets. Not surprised we're missing one,
This operation is typical Marchenko. Huge and deadly. Everything we need to conquer the world or destroy it.
That's what explore. That's what we want.
Six, 7, 8.
Lomachenko is definitely looking forward.
Perimeter detail reports south side, all clear.
Nearly shot the stupid thing. What kind of species could survive in the cold outside anyway?
You're distracting me.
Poor minds.
I loaned my screwdriver to Vela. I hope he remembers it back. 6 years ago, I got it mentored for exporting simple construction. Now,
You don't want that jam up to occur during the mission. I wish I were on Alpha Team for the mission. But simply
Perimeter detail reports north side, all clear.
we react, not taking the initiative. Good. I love my life. Kill people, get paid for it.
Here's something. Probably just arrived.
Hang on.
Thanks. If you're going to test firearms and people, you should also test your poisons. Or whatever that thing upstairs is. There's a fuel spill at Bay 4, so they're moving everything
All
out.
cargo not loaded by 0400 will be terminated in the burn.
My cousin's been cut from the mission. His eye shorted on him yesterday, so he was sent to the secondary base to get it fixed. Obviously, he won't make it back now.
Attention all personnel. The clubhouse is closed. We are clearing the site. Transports are en route.
It's a good thing we cleared all this document.
Attention. T-minus 60 minutes to full evac. Attention all personnel. Site burn will commence in 1 hour. detail reports south side all clear.
Try to imagine what the world will look like today after our operation. Whatever.
Perimeter detail reports north side all clear.
I can barely concentrate. All I'm listening for is the sound of the final go-ahead. Hmm? I love the way the police and politicians keep talking tough about how prepared
Cargo
they
2
are
is
for
loaded and awaiting secure. Slovensky, report to Cargo 4 for inspection.
Chicane, come in. God damn it, Chicane, where are you?
Jensen, you're alive. Shit. I've been trying to get a hold of you for hours, getting nothing but dead air. Listen, I found a place to set down. I'm coming in after you.
Don't bother, I'm coming to you. Alex, I don't need that ride. I found my pilot.
That's a relief. Let me know when you're back in Prague.
Copy that.
Ready to get the hell out of here.
Scary, isn't it?
What the hell happened? Where's everyone?
Martial law. Riots in Gollum spilled over into Prague. The entire city's on lockdown. No one but state police allowed in the streets tonight. They've all got itchy trigger fingers.
Wonderful. Dr. Miller? Tell him to meet me at the office?
He'll be waiting for you. Of course, you'll likely be shot getting there. Watch yourself out there, Jensen.
Alex, it's me. We need to meet.
You got a location? Because the streets aren't safe tonight, man.
Can you make it to the limb clinic, where we met before?
Yeah, it's not far. I'll meet you there. Don't know why he didn't listen. Let's see what we have. Fuck! Then why did he run?
What's the holdup? So?
So we killed a citizen.
The city's on lockdown. A true citizen would respect that. Get him in the truck.
I'm glad you're okay, man. But you can't go off the grid like that again. Not with me.
It was an emergency. Maybe this will make up for it.
Is this the orchid?
What's left of it. Marchenko admitted killing Rucker with it right before he dosed me, so be careful.
Puta madre.
Think you can get it analyzed?
Yeah, we got a couple of scientists on the collective's mailing list. Oh, and we also ran a trace on that email you gave me from Rucker. It originated from an unregistered pocket secretary in Hong Kong.
So we don't know who sent it?
Not yet. It's been shut off ever since. But we left a trace running, so if it lights up again, we'll know.
Good. Something big is coming, Alex. Ark's being framed for a terrorist attack that hasn't occurred yet.
They're gonna take more lives, blow up another train station? Jesus, Adam, look at it out there. Any chance we had of easing fears and fighting people's hatred will be gone. That piece of shit UN legislation will pass, and we'll all be thrown into AUG-only hellholes like Udalek.
All Nathaniel Brown sits back and earns trillions.
Brown? That slick suit from the Santo Corporation?
Page said Brown was calling the shots, and in Switzerland, Marchenko said Brown had confirmed date and time.
But where? Brown's been traveling extensively, promoting Rabia and his Safe Harbor initiative. His next junket's in London. But if he's behind this, he's not gonna attack himself.
Maybe not. Marchenko also mentioned someone who can tell us. But I have to meet with Miller first. How soon can you get the sample analyzed?
As fast as possible. If you're meeting with Miller, be careful. You walked into another ambush in Garm, and Miller's not off my suspect list yet.
We'll see.
doubt they would even try to do anything.
Damn fool.
No reports of suspicious activity.
Can you hear me? You have to come quick. He's here.
Who's here? Who is this?
It's Daria. From the crime scene. Do you remember? I'm at home. Apartment across from yours. Please, hurry. I need you one thing.
Are you still there? Daria!
příslušníků státní policie.
They really believe a riot can spread all the way into the city? That was strange.
Can't tell. Who might be out here?
Zakázáno zdržovat se na ulici. Opakuji, zákaz vycházení na ulici. Jedná se o dočasné pořádkové opatření.
My Interpol friend, it's dangerous for you to be out in the street tonight. What are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Oh, the killer is still out there. More victims have turned up. All of them Augs, all harvested. Just like Angela Gunn.
So it's the same person doing all this. We still have no idea who that is.
I'm not sure where all this is going, but I've been looking at old case notes, and it's uncanny. Marek Svobodka, the old harvester, is supposed to be dead, yet this killer seems to... Little habits that were never made public. I even called the cemetery just to make sure Svobodka's still dead.
And?
He's dead.
That doesn't explain what you're doing here.
It's still my case, isn't it? And it's still open. I was hoping that maybe Daria suddenly remembered something. What about you? You know very well that your Interpol ID doesn't mean shit tonight. Hell, I should be arresting you right now.
Daria called me. She said she was in trouble. She said he was here. Then she got cut off. Is she in there?
I wouldn't know. I knocked and no one answered. I've been worried about her. So she called you.
You know how she feels about cops.
Right. Look, you're not supposed to be outside tonight. I'll take a look around the building. You, see if you can find a way inside. Hopefully we're not too late. Just try not to get caught, eh?
I won't.
mandate the worldwide removal or downgrading of augmentations, making mechanically augmented people safe again. This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Santo CEO Nathaniel Brown took time away from his convention circuit to speak with me about recent upheavals in Prague. Here is what the billionaire business mogul had to say.
Events inside the diplomatic complex is respected themselves. Don't even think of what no one needs to imagine. We stay riots were supposed to be Prague.
Oh, thank God. I knew you'd find me. We must hurry before he comes back.
Before who comes back? The man who killed Angela Gunn?
Yes. He knows you're after him. He wanted you to come.
So where is he?
He's everywhere. Can you not feel his presence? Are you not scared?
Why did he bring you here? What does he want?
He's using me to get to you. He thinks that by removing your augmentations, he can make you whole again. Quickly, come closer. Help me to get out, and then deal with him. Please, I beg you.
I need to know where he is first. How long ago did he leave here? Which way did he go?
You've got to be joking. We don't have time for all these questions. If he knows I spoke to you, he will kill me. Please, my ankle. Come closer. You must help me escape.
I don't see what the hurry is. You're safe where you are for now. I need to deal with the killer first.
A little late to back away now, isn't it? You would sidestep salvation so close to the gate? I don't think so. Admit it, all this time you ignored the facts because deep down you wanted to be saved.
I came here to help you.
You're the one who needs help. Don't you understand that?
I can make you human again. I have to make you human again. It's not too late. You need not die, machine. Let me get a closer look. No.
I'll make you human again. I'll make you human again. Let me show you how it's done. Oh, what I'd give for a knife. Now you're mine. Let's No! You... Now you're mine! Now you're mine!
It all makes sense now. Lingering by the crime scene, creeping around Daria's apartment, I should have seen it sooner.
This isn't what you think, Montag.
You killed her because she figured out who you really are.
You weren't here. You don't know what really happened. Daria wasn't who we thought she was.
I made the mistake of letting you in on this case, of giving you access to her. No more lies. Are you going to confess to what you are or not?
You're jumping to conclusions again, Montag. You need to believe what I'm telling you about Daria. And you need to let me leave here so we can both continue looking for the answers we need.
Turn that shit off! I've been a cop for 35 years. You don't think I can spot someone trying to pull that social augmentation crap on me? I swear to God, another false move like that and I will shoot you!
Daria lured me here. She wanted to save my soul by removing my augmentations. Just like she saved Angela Gunn and God knows how many others.
Daria Mishka? All this time pretending to be a dead serial killer? Bullshit!
I know it's not easy to believe, but it does start to explain some things. Daria didn't just happen to see Angela's murder. She was there because she killed her, and she wanted me to get involved because she was already targeting her next hog.
Daria wanted you involved because she didn't like cops, and because she was scared. Apparently, she had every reason to be.
Remember how sure you were about Johnny Gunn? You went straight for whatever seemed most obvious without taking the time to ask questions. Don't make the same mistake here.
I was strong-armed to go after Johnny Gunn. The department was sure that he killed her.
But we both know now that he didn't. The obvious answer wasn't the right one.
All right. I'll have plenty of time to get my facts straight. After I arrest you.
This is as big a break in a case as you can get. You may not have all the pieces, but at least now you know what the final picture looks like. We need to work backwards, re-examine the evidence in light of Daria being the killer.
In order to do that, I would have to take your word on what happened here. I would have to trust you. Under the circumstances, I'm not sure that's possible.
You trusted me before. You may have been wrong about Johnny, but you were right about me. You were right to want to check up on Daria, and you were right to follow the evidence into the sewer. I'd say your instincts are pretty damn good most of the time.
Maybe it was naive, but I really did believe that you were who you said you were. I believed your reasons for getting involved, that you just wanted to get a killer off the street. But I can't just ignore everything I see here.
I'm not asking you to ignore anything. I'm asking you to trust your gut. Do you really think I came down here to kill Daria? You think I killed Angela Gunn or any of the other Harvester victims?
Honestly, I think you did everything you could to keep me honest during this case. You kept me from accusing an innocent man. My gut tells me that you are measured. You do not kill in cold blood for no reason. You should probably go. I'll handle it from here.
We'll just wait it out in here. Then in the morning we'll go home, okay? do you need? You want Praxis, eh? Biocell, hypostim, painkillers?
I might be interested.
They sell these things.
Yeah, I got that.
Buy something. Yes, good choice.
I'll be on my way.
By now, you won't have to come back.
Biocell.
It's David. We need to talk. In private.
Nothing's more private than my infolink.
I'm not so sure. I've sent a secure vid-call number to your smart home system. Get to your apartment and call me.
Adam Jensen.
Delara, what are you doing here?
Is that going to become our standard conversation starter?
I'm serious, Delara. It's dangerous outside. Non-essential staff should be home. How did you even get...
Ouch. Non-essential.
I just meant...
Work with me, Adam. I was trying for a little levity. Truth is, watching Picus News, hearing that the mobs were getting closer to the city, I was reminded of... Let's just say I thought being 3 stories below ground was better than staying in my apartment. So, I called in a favor and got state police to escort me in. Listen, I can tell something big is happening, so I don't want to keep you.
You doing okay, Delara?
Thanks, Adam. No one ever thinks to ask me that. I used to work with Lim International before the incident. During the incident, actually. I have some bad memories from that day. Guess tonight kind of brought them up again.
You were attacked.
Her name was Madeline. She was 13. A really sweet kid. One minute we were talking, laughing actually, about something silly I'd said, and the next she was...
It was a terrible day for everyone.
After I fought her off, she just stared at me like she was totally aware, you know? But not in control. God, Adam, I could see in her eyes that some part of her was still in there, locked away. And she was terrified.
Delara, I'm sure the girl...
Madeline. Her name was Madeline. You know the part that I'll never forget, though? The thing that keeps just replaying in my mind over and over? Right before she jumped out of my office window, I could swear she was crying.
Believe me, Delara, I know how you feel. You know what I think? I think we're stronger than that day. I think the scars we carry are like armor now.
Like armor? I like that. Guess I just got a little spooked, you know?
I understand. But regardless of the reason, you took a risk coming back here. These are dangerous times for everyone.
You don't need to worry about me, Adam. I'll be fine. I'll just hunker down in my office until the storm passes. Besides, I hear I have a very comfortable couch.
Just take care of yourself.
I always do.
terrace here. I understand that, but I have agents scattered around this city. You made it. Hell of a time for a lockdown.
More like convenient, given everything that's happened in this investigation so far.
What does that mean?
They knew I was coming. Marchenko and the gold mask from Dubai. Somebody tipped them off.
Are you accusing me?
I'm not accusing anyone, yet. But 2 ambushes in less than a month? I want to know what's really going on.
So do I. MacCready dug into Garm. Started out as a geological research center, funded by the European Union, until 2025, when it was purchased by a nameless shell company.
You put Chang on it?
That kid scares me. Tracked it back to Bell Tower Associates in under an hour.
I take it no one purchased it when Bell Tower went bankrupt last year.
Wasn't even listed on the asset sheet. So like I said, you stumbled into something big. Care to focus on figuring out what it is? Chicane debriefed me while you were flying back. Leon sent in a strike team. Got there about an hour after you two slipped out.
And the mercs were gone.
Did a pretty good job of trashing the place before bugging out, and left a few booby traps behind. So we have no idea where they went or what they're planning next.
Not necessarily. I heard Marchenko talking to his men. He said something about finalizing a deal with the Diwali.
We need to move on this now. I'll get a search warrant for that old Diwali-owned theater on Tsar Divi Adlam Street.
You really think we have time for a search warrant?
No, but with the city under lockdown, I can't guarantee you'll make it over to the red light district alive.
I got here, didn't I? Nobody's killed me yet.
All right, fine. I won't stop you. Just be careful out there, Jensen. Let me know what you find.
Copy that.
You do understand we are trying to stop terrorists here. I understand that, but I have agents scattered around this city. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There is a clear and present danger. Exactly. How the hell are my people supposed to do their jobs if your people keep arresting them? Do you want more people to die? We have
They're gonna miss something.
Wait, hang on.
City doesn't want this.
spread all the way into the city?
Adam, good. We need to talk, son.
What's going on, Seraph? Why the secure VidCall number?
I looked into Facility 451. It was a processing clinic, one of dozens set up after the incident to help augmented people recover. It was supposed to be places to heal, but they were run more like prison camps.
And?
And I don't think you got your new augs there. You said rescue teams dumped you in that clinic shortly after Panchaea collapsed, but your name doesn't appear on its entry logs. And it doesn't appear on any survivor recovery lists either.
They said I was a John Doe. Nobody knew who I was.
It wouldn't have been hard to find out. Your augmentations have serial numbers. Or at least the ones I had installed into Adam Jensen did.
Why are you so sure I didn't get these augs in Alaska? Orloff was there. I spoke with him.
You said he was using an alias, McFadden. I looked into it. Casper McFadden didn't exist until the day you regained consciousness, which was 1 month before you escaped the facility.
Okay, so where was Orloff?
Not in Alaska. He was with Tai Young Medical for a while, and in the spring of 2028, his name pops up once or twice in the Baltic region. Then he dropped off the grid, and McFadden shows up.
So what does that prove? Orloff is McFadden, and McFadden is Orloff. None of it connects him to me.
Except for the augs which Orloff designed and nobody else knows how to install, let alone make compatible with a competing system.
Are you suggesting all my augs are new? Even the ones you gave me?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm telling you all the augs we ever installed had registry codes, and they're not hard to trace.
I know my augs, Seraph. It took 2 years for my body to get used to them, to unlock all their potential.
2 years? Really, Adam? One of which you don't remember because you were allegedly in a coma in Alaska. Look, son, all I'm saying is it wouldn't have been hard to identify you, but for some reason, that never happened.
What are you trying to tell me, Seraph?
I'm sorry, Adam. There's not much more I can say. There's some conclusions you have to make for yourself. All I know is the deeper I dig, the more questions I have. Orloff might have had answers, but as soon as you found out he was in Prague, that he'd been visiting Prague periodically ever since you started working with TF-29's division there, somebody killed him. You tell me what it all means.
I can't. Not yet.
Well, if you ever do find out, give me a call. Until then, take care of yourself, Adam. Be careful.
Thanks for the help, Seraph.